From the corner of Munson and Civic Center Boulevard, welcome Fanatics to the Menor Ice Arena for game number 42 of your Menor Icebreakers season. Tonight, the Icebreakers hosting the Elmira Enforcers. I'm Angelo Vallata, and thank you for listening right here on YouTube.com, your home and away home for all Menor Icebreakers games, and it is a doozy one here tonight, as tonight marks the 100th game in franchise history, as the Menor Icebreakers were the 36th team to join the Federal Prospect Hockey League, along with these Elmira Enforcers last year as one of two expansion teams, debuting back in late October 2018. Now home and away games combined. Tonight marks the 100th trip onto the ice for your guys in double blue, except they won't be wearing double blue tonight. They will be wearing the special cancer awareness jerseys, as tonight it is cancer awareness tonight. It is the teddy bear toss. Hopefully our Fanatics here have brought their brand new stuffed animals and plush to throw into the ice after the first Icebreakers goal last year in their inaugural teddy toss on March 23rd, 2019. We threw 288 teddy bears onto the ice after Tommy Mahoney scored the first goal. They went flying into the air, including Edgar the Shark. The Icebreakers did fall in a wild offensive effort to the Port Huron Prowlers, 8-5. We'll see if they can break a 10-game losing streak tonight. But when the Icebreakers score their first goal, once again, the stuffed animals will be tossed down to the ice to be collected. All stuffed animals will be donated to the Cleveland Clinic Children's Hospital. Following tonight's game, there will be an ice cut before the Frozen 5K starts. This will give people time to get skates on and prepare for the skate. The Frozen 5K, this is a brand new thing, is 35 laps around the ice, and the event will not last longer than 1 hour. If you wish to participate but have not signed up, a table is set up in the lobby where they can register here. Or if you want to come after the game, if you're listening at home and check out the Frozen 5K, do so. And all of the donations will go towards the Scott Hamilton Cares Foundation, raised by participants in this event. We thank everyone for their support. And if you brought your own skates, there is no charge. $3 at the front desk, so that is open to our Fanatics listening at home if you want to come by after the game, if you're just listening at home or have something else going on. So the second ever teddy bear toss in the history of the Menor Icebreakers. Last night was Miracle on Ice night, as we celebrated on the eve of today, but it was actually on February 22nd, 1980, from Olympic Center at Lake Placid, New York. The United States defeated four-time defending gold medalist, the Soviet Union, 4-3. After the U.S. and Russia were tied at 2 at the end of one, the Soviet Union took the lead 3-2 at the end of the second period before the Americans scored 2 in the third to win 4-3. They went on to beat Finland with the Do You Believe in Miracles on the countdown and beat Finland 4-2 to bring home the gold medal in the 1980 Winter Olympics. We also want to give a shout out to the Menor High School Cardinals hockey team, who on February 7th defeated the Rocky River Pirates right here at Menor Ice Arena 6-5 to win their conference title, and since then have won the Barron's Cup. So congratulations to the Menor High School Cardinals team, one of many high schools that plays their home hockey here, along with the Notre Dame Cathedral Latin Lions, the Lake Catholic High School Cougars, the Cardinals, and the North Coast Collision, and of course, your Menor Icebreakers. We're going to bring in Jared Tennant, Communications Manager and Color Commentary, to bring us the starting lineup tonight for the Neon Green Machine, the Elmira Enforcers.
Well, for the second night in a row, it's Joe Young between the pipes for the Enforcers last night, stopped 21 out of 23 to pick up the win for Elmira. Left defenseman for the Enforcers, Dale Dion. On the right side, Jacob Walters. Left wing for Elmira is Stepan Timofeyev, the former FPHL Rookie of the Year. Needs only one more point to reach 100 in his career. Right wing, Dmitry Babenko, and centering that line, the former Columbus River Dragon, Zach Peace.
All right, now we're going to take a look at the starting lineup for the guys in double blue. In between the pipes, it'll be the Onway, Alberta, Canada native, number 30, Jordan Brandt. Left defenseman will be number 11, Toledo, Ohio native, Dominic Horvath, former Elmira Enforcer. Right defenseman will be Alfonso Diaz, who picked up a point, did the Pembroke Pines, Florida native. Centering that line will be number 9, Nate Farrington from East Freetown, Massachusetts. Left wing is going to be Alex Morrow from Westerville, Ohio. Him and Farrington have played the most games in Icebreaker history. And right wing will be former Carolina and Columbus player from the Czech Republic, Yuri Peshtuka. That's your starting lineup for the Menor Icebreakers. And that is brought to you by Ganley Village Automotive, providing everything from financing to auto service and parts. They are the dealership experience you've been waiting for as we get set for opening puck drop here tonight, and it will be Sebastian Ragno leading the Icebreakers from the bench. But, Jared, the thing we need to take a look at here is the on-ice product, and the Icebreakers have been victims of 10 straight losses. Yes, one of those has been an overtime loss, but for the guys in double blue and tonight, purple and black as well, for Cancer Awareness Night, what should be their main focus out there, playing a very strong Elmira team at second place in the Eastern Division?
I think last night, for the most part, the Icebreakers really did not play that bad of a game. Obviously, only 2 goals, but I thought they played a really good first period. It's just those little lulls where they fall asleep for 5, maybe 10 minutes at a time, and it kind of sucks the life out of the building and really decides the game like it did last night. If you remember, early in the second period, Elmira scored a pair of goals to go up 3-1, and that was pretty much they didn't look back from there. So you just got to play a full 60 minutes. It sounds cliche, but it's definitely true for this team.
I think the 2 moral victories from last night, obviously they're playing for victories on the ice, but I think if there's 2 things they hang their hat on from last night, the first is that the Icebreakers did score the first goal of the game, so that 2-17, 0-3 statistic did not have to come into play, that mental monkey that has been on their back when the opposition has scored first. The second thing, Jared, Elmira battles off 3 straight goals at the end of the first and into the second period. I was afraid that might be the thing that would put the Icebreakers away, and they were going to lose another game that got stretched out further than they would like. But while losing 5-2, they came back and cut that lead momentarily to 3-2 at the end of the second period. That, combined with last weekend's performance, finishing the weekend with Port Huron, only losing 4-3 and scoring last, I think we're seeing a little bit of the light at the end of the tunnel for the guys out there on the ice.
I think this team kind of hit rock bottom earlier this month. Lost a 9-2 game in Port Huron next week, that is. Fell 10-1 against Columbus, and from there it just felt like they really had no answers. But they've made a couple of moves. I think they're playing a little bit better over these past few weeks. Just need to put it all together now.
We'll be playing the team out of Chemung County in New York. It is the Elmira Enforcers from upstate New York. Their city motto, honoring the past, building the future. And Jared, last year they were the Commissioner's Cup champions in their inaugural expansion year, playing their games up at First Arena, cheered on by Captain K9. But for Elmira, they're not looking for second place anymore, although they're right now second place in the Eastern Division. This is a team that has been peaking after a bit of struggles, including losing to Battle Creek and going on a lengthy losing streak of their own of, I believe, 6 games. But right now, they're righted the ship. They've added some big pieces with Tyler Urich, Mark Isery as well. And now, for Elmira, you have to be thinking that they are looking for first place overall in the FPHL and want to get back to that Commissioner's Cup in April.
And right now, if you look at this Enforcers roster, they really have all the pieces they're going to need to make another run at the Cup Finals. Between Troy Passingham and Joe Young, and that's about as good as a duo of netminders you can find in the league. And then, of course, at the top of the lineup, you have Tyler Urich and Ahmed Mahfouz, the top 2 scorers in league history. So really, at this point, I feel like it's Commissioner's Cup or bust for the Enforcers.
And again, it won't be Mahfouz out there. He's still never played here at Menor Ice Arena, but Urich will be there. And you take a look at that scoring like we talked about for Elmira. Tyler Urich, Ahmed Mahfouz, Hudson Michaelis, Brandon Tucker, Kyle Stevens, Andrew Harrison, and Zach Peace, all with double-digit goals scored. That is an impressive 7 different Enforcers who have double goals. Now you look at Menor's offensive production for fanatics listening at home, and we appreciate wherever you're listening, whether Menor, Ohio, Elmira, New York, anywhere in between or beyond. Declan Conway, who will be out once again, but he will be assisting Sebastian Ragno from the bench, leading the way with 29 goals, a 29-23-52 scoring line, and that ties in all-time, that broke the Icebreakers record for most points in a season. He still is tied with now Elmira Enforcer Mark Isery for most career points at 72. But you're looking for more production. It's Stephen Fowler leading up the line next with 8 goals, Alex Marl 7, Nate Farrington 6 are your next top scorers for the Menor Icebreakers. We'll see if more of that offense can come through tonight. And we're going to have to step away momentarily and reset the stream, a bit of a technological issue, but keep it right here on YouTube.com, and we will be back as soon as we can. So stick with us here during this short break.